better than to do some shit like that. That's disrespectful.
Why is that, Brittany?
Alone.
As who?
Because it's disrespectful. You can't.
Is it disrespectful? Because there's been a lot of disrespectful shit going on.
So that was
and to be quite frankly, Brittany, to be fair, Shaq owes her that, not me.
Oh, he definitely does.
For that respect.
Oh, he absolutely does, and he's way, way, way more wrong than you are. I'm not saying that by any means, but I'm just saying that was the beginning. And then,
well, then why wasn't that spoken? Why didn't it come to me and say, hey, it hurt my feelings that Shaq was on panel and this was being said, and I would have been aware and I could have done something differently. You can't fault me for shit I don't know.
Because Melissa was just going to let that shit go. Like I said,
she wasn't even
going to say anything about it at all. She's going to be the bigger person. For all I know, it may not even bother her, but I can tell you right now it's fucked up. So then that
happens. I'm sorry you feel that way.
And then you allow Clover. You allow Clover. And
Brittany,
Jessica,
I went over this 50 times.
I remember you from Natasha's chat.
Right. I was in Natasha's chat. Yes, I was, right? I don't recall Clover. I didn't recall it. Then you said it was under a different name. And I'm still telling you, I don't recall her comments. I'm not aware of them.
So you don't remember Clover being on Natasha's panel the entire week? The first week that Melissa... Okay.
No, but let me ask you this, Brittany. Do you recall me being doxxed on that panel? For going up there and asking if this is being blown out of proportion?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I remember a bunch of that shit happening to you. Yeah, I do.
Right. So what has happened so I can't speak on that because it intertwines with somebody else's story, right? I'm still being blamed for other people's shit. I'm just asking you to put yourself in my position and tell me what I could have done differently and I can work on it, but I can't change what happened and the hostility's not cool. I did the best I could with what I had.
From outsider looking in also, how am I supposed to know people's personal lives, their personal relationships?
Well, more importantly, we've been asked not to even say her name or initials. So now I'm really lost.
Oh, but you say her name every fucking time you go on panel, Kim. Every time. So is it like you really respect that anyway?
Well, I'm glad that you're putting your feelings out there, Brittany. Are you speaking for her now? Because here's the thing.
I'm not speaking for her at all. I'm speaking.
I ended my live for that other person to go live, and we sent everybody over there. So this was before that. So I'm asking, when the I'm a Clover thing happened, right? What did I do so bad, Brittany? Because the night before you were cool with me. What did I do? I just wish somebody would be direct and honest with you. What did I do? And if it's nothing, Brittany, say it.
No.
If it's nothing, say it. What did I do?
Jessica, I'll be honest with you, and I told you this before. I feel like you were over in Natasha's channel, and you were a part of that chat at the same time as I was, Melissa was, and all of us. And I just find it really hard to believe that you've seen all of the stuff go down with Melissa and you don't know who
I didn't remember everybody's names. Well, didn't you tell me she had a name change? What was it before?
But she wasn't she wasn't partners.
Okay.
She wasn't partners until before. It was way before. She's been going by Clover for a long time.
Okay. Well, to be fair, again, I have short-term memory loss from a car accident I was in. And secondly, it wasn't my pain to clock. So no, I didn't clock every comment that was ever made. And I made that clear. But you still felt how you felt. So I'm asking you again, what did I do?
Right. I get what you're saying.
Again, I just don't know what I could have done differently.
Well, I was
yell at her and block her.
I was wrong for that, and I should not have held that over your head, and I should not have went to other people, and said what I said. But the smear campaign.
That's all I needed, Brittany, was for you to admit it. Well, it feels like a smear campaign, right? If I did that to you, Brittany, if I came to Holly, was like, oh, I can't come to your chat, she's in there, but I'm not asking you to choose. And then I went to another person and said something, and then meanwhile, I have a whole group chat going about you. Does it feel like a smear campaign to you?
Right.
And again, you did nothing wrong. So my feelings, it felt like, I know you guys like, okay, maybe the word smear campaign was the wrong word, but it felt like one. It did.
Okay, I respect that.
It felt like you guys were just throwing as much mud on my name as you could at that point when, again, the day before everything was fine. So it was it was fucked up. It was really fucked up. But I appreciate you acknowledging it, and I appreciate you, you know.
Yeah, I mean, as times went on in my, you know, my internet completely went out. I had to flip over to my data. So, but yeah, I apologize because I should have never done that. I don't want drama with anybody. I know that I have come off aggressive. People probably have an idea of me, but that's not who I am. And I'm sorry that you've seen that side. And I hope that you know that I'm not by any means behind the scenes talking about you. I did before. It was out of anger. I shouldn't have done that. And I'm sorry.
Thank you.
And I hope that we can move on and get back to focusing on.
To be honest, I've been trying to move on.
Yeah, okay.
I agree. That's all I initially wanted is, you know, obviously there's been harm done and there's, you know, no going back from that. So just why can't we all just move on with our channels and do what we're doing and just respect each other as different personalities in this side of the YouTube world and, you know, let people do what they're going to do. That's all I've been asking this whole time.
And I don't ever want to be the cause of you hurt. That broke my heart when I heard you crying, and I'm sorry for that because I don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah, it hurts a lot.
But yeah, I feel like I pretty much said what I needed to say. I guess I can let y'all get back to your conversation now. And thank you, Holly, for letting me come up here.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop down now, and y'all have a good night.
Good night.
I'm gonna say this about BJ, Brittany. I have never ever trusted Brittany from the minute that she pulled that shit on MJ. Well, not on MJ, but on Granny. in behalf of defending MJ when MJ wasn't even around. Like, you know what I mean? Like she was off fucking, she was out of bounds. She was fucking way outside of her fucking lane. And she's shady. She's snaky.
It's gotten,
Period.
I agree. I want nothing to do with her. She was actually the one that, well, the video had already been made. But she was actually the one when she had her own cam slip, and she thinks that I gave it to Crafton for the morning show. He was reading an email that I had sent him.
Oh my God.
And he was also getting ready to show the cam slip. And it wasn't even a cam slip. She purposely turned her fucking camera on to show one of her 10,000 cats and decided to get pissed, apparently, because of the comments that were made about it. I don't know, but.
To the chat one time. But listen, look,
It doesn't matter. It was your reaction. Can I start from square one?
That's petty.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's petty.
Yeah.
Let me start from square one.
Yes, please.
I went through hell, which you are very well aware of. Hell with NC. I didn't even talk to anybody for 2 weeks. Michelle K said, check out your channel. You'll like it there. I checked out your channel. I liked it there. You and I started talking. You invited me to be part of it. You said that we were going to do segments. I gave you the days we were going to do them with me. I was excited. I did not want to be a part of the drama. I can't emotionally deal with the drama. The time went on and on and on. I was coming up on panel. And then all of a sudden, everything was drama. Everything. And then you add Parker coming in. And Parker and I are fine right now.
Everything
So
was
then
drama.
we weren't because she had just left the
Christine.
channel. What?
Everything was drama because around the time that Parker was coming in, that was when I was letting you bring people on that Natasha had.
You were giving a voice to people that were, yes, you gave a voice that I brought to you of people that were hurt by her.
Right. That's what.
And all of a sudden, it turned into the same shit that I had left. I love Jax dearly, but he was coming up on panel every night saying the same shit Natasha said. It was triggering. And then Parker came in. Can I finish? And then we all know how Jax communicates, right?
Okay, well, because Jax was coming up talking about his childhood stuff.
It was calling Natasha all kinds of fucking fat jokes, all this, all that. It was creating a back and forth. And then the thing with Parker, and every promise you ever fucking made me was broken. So I started my own channel.
You want to talk about promises broken? Really?
Yes.
You want to talk about promises broken? When you said you were going to start your channel,
Don't let me buy a plane ticket.
I would never go live on top of your live. I would never do that to you. I would never go live the same time as you.
Oh my God.
What happened when you started your channel? You started going live at the exact same time as me every night.
That's not true.
Every night.
That is not true.
That is true.
Leanne and I were very careful that we did not do that. In fact, my very first premiere, you were scheduled at a certain time and you moved it to be at my exact same time. You have your supporters right now, because one of them just came in here and said it, thinking that I went in there and caused you problems and left you with the pieces that you didn't want. If you didn't want problems with Natasha, you wouldn't have done half the shit that happened. And it had nothing to do with me. Max was up there without me. All kinds of people were up there without me. You used me. You used me. You used my pain and fucking shit on it.
Christian, how many times did I come to you and ask you to come get on my panel?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because if I used you, I would have been all up in your shit that day.
Not true.
Wanting you to come get on my panel.
Not true.
Tell your people that then. You and I talked. Everything was fine. We had my premiere. And you can also ask Gladys. We talked on the phone about times that I should go, so I didn't interrupt you. And you weren't there. None of you were. What am I to take of that?
Neither were you, Christine. It goes.
What am I to take? Yeah, you didn't come to my premiere. You didn't call me. How many chances did I had to go through Gladys to even get a hold of you half the time, Brittany. Like I said, I heard many times BJ saying she hoped Christine comes up to share her story. Many times.
All the time.
What? That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Shut up.
So there's a lot of mistruths like you see right here. I was streaming it. No, I wasn't. I wasn't even on my own panel to stream it. That Gen X didn't know I was streaming it. Yes, she did. Gen X, I asked Gen X, do you mind if I asked Brittany to make peace? Gen X didn't mind. No, I wasn't streaming, and she kept arguing with me that I wasn't. I'm like, I'm not even on my own fucking panel. How am I streaming? But Lysol was streaming, and it was a complete shit talking fest, and Brittany ran right back over there. So who the fuck broke the peace here?